Hello there, Ann Humble here, certified biofeedback practitioner, certified tapping into wealth coach, and lifestyle coach. And I'm doing this little video today to introduce you to a clinically proven mind-body technique known as EFT, or emotional freedom technique. And I have been recommending EFT to my biofeedback clients for many, many years. It's a fabulous tool for reducing stress in the body, helping to calm emotions, reducing pain. It has all kinds of applications, and they're even using it for things like PTSD. Just use your imagination. You can use it for anything. I'll give you just a little brief history. EFT's been around for many years now. It started in the 1980s by a fellow by the name of Dr. Roger Callahan. Used it with one of his patients, or just sort of accidentally came up with a therapy for her, and it worked magically. And since then, there have been many practitioners that have expanded on it, refined it, developed it more. Some of those names you might be familiar with: Gary Craig, Sylvia Hartman, Roger Smith. Most recently, I've been hearing a lot about Dawson Church. So all you have to do is Google some of those names, and you'll get all kinds of information about this. So the purpose of this little video here is just to introduce you to the tapping points. And because I've just recently been certified as a tapping into wealth coach, what I've done is modified one of those scripts to cover sort of general things, because I don't know what you're dealing with in the moment. So feel free to fill in the blanks with your particular concerns and whatever emotions or things that you're feeling as you go through this. And repeat as often as needed. And I encourage you to do your own research. Go online and search out some of these sites. One of the ones that I like to refer people to is called thetappingsolution.com. But there's many of them. So anyway, so what we'll do here is, first of all, I will show you the tapping points. We generally start off with a setup statement. Some people use the setup statement, some people don't. Again, this is all being changed and revised, and the whole energy field right now is very, very fluid, and things are happening quickly and changing. So I generally like to use the karate chop point for my setup point. So I'll start here, and I'll show you when we get into the tapping script how I would go through a tapping session for myself. The next point is on the top of the head. The next is on the inside corners of the eyebrow, and then the outside edges of the eye, and then below the eye, and below the nose, below the chin, or below the lower lip, and then below the collarbone. It's just sort of a little hollow there, right below the collarbone. You tap there. And I should mention, you can tap just with one hand or with two, whatever feels right for you. Next point, I don't always use. Some of my colleagues like to use this one, and depending on how you've been trained, some people will even start here, just holding their hand here, setting their intention, taking some deep breaths. So this is another one. And then the last one is under the arm. And this would be, you'd be tapping right about where women will have their bra band on, just underneath the arm. And then you would circle back and come back to the karate chop point. And you're tapping lightly. You don't have to be pounding, just lightly. And on each point, probably about 7 or 8 times. Again, it's not imperative that you do it that long. Sometimes some people will notice that they feel like they really need to work in one spot. They really feel like they're touching on something in one spot. So stay in an area as long as you feel comfortable. But a general guideline is 7 or 8 taps on each point. So here we go. So I will, as I say, this is a modified tapping into wealth script that's going to incorporate the topic of money, the topic of health, so it's kind of a generalized thing, so feel free to adjust it to your specific needs. So here we go. And I'm going to keep my glasses on, but and I'll try to keep tapping in sequence for you so that you can follow along. But with my glasses, it's a little bit difficult around the eyes, so just know if I was doing this on my own, I probably would take my glasses off, but I need to read. So, okay, here we go. So starting off on the karate chop point, the truth is, when I think about how I'm feeling right now, my nervous system is wired to react with anger and frustration and overwhelm. I'm going to repeat that one as a setup. The truth is, when I think about my situation right now, my nervous system is wired to react with anger and frustration and overwhelm and embarrassment and anything else that comes up for you. Okay, now we're going to move in to tapping on the other points, so just follow along and repeat after me. So I will say the statement, I'll leave a little space for you to say it back, and we'll just go through this and see how it goes. And you will notice as we go through it, there's going to be points where you're probably going to feel some more uncomfortable, more other things may come up. Just keep on tapping through it, keep on tapping through it. And I should have also mentioned, as you're beginning, before you begin, you should give yourself, notice whatever it is that is bothering you in this moment that we're going to be tapping on. And on a scale of 0 to 10, how bad is it? What is the 10 being just totally outrageous and uncomfortable and terrible, and 0 is it's not an issue at all. So rate whatever it is that you want to tap on here today, and notice where it is on your scale. And then at the end, we're going to do a little measurement again. So as I was saying, as we go through this, you might actually feel other stuff coming up. You might feel some of these emotions getting even stronger, but the tapping will bring it down. And what we're doing, again, I should have back it up. We're working on meridian points that actually send a message to the amygdala, which is where your fight or flight response is initiated. And so tapping on these points will help to calm those emotions down. Okay? So the truth is, when I think about how I'm feeling right now, my nervous system is wired to react with anger, frustration, and overwhelm. And I really feel it. And I don't want to feel it. It feels so uncomfortable. No wonder I don't want to focus on my situation. My nervous system runs with feelings of anger and frustration and overwhelm, embarrassment, and whatever else is coming up for you. My nervous system is wired to react with anger, frustration, overwhelm, and embarrassment. Over and over again, I feel that anger and that frustration and that overwhelm, that embarrassment, anything else that's coming up for you. I can feel it in my chest, my stomach, my head, my heart, my whole body. All of these awful feelings of anger, frustration, and overwhelm. I wonder how long I've been feeling this way. And I start thinking thoughts. Thoughts like, I am so stuck. I will never get out of this situation. Why is this happening to me? It makes me so angry this is happening to me. And I'm so tired of it. And those thoughts feel really, really true. Those thoughts have seemed so true for me for so long. And I've been so stuck for so long. So I say to myself again and again, I hate this. I'm so stuck. And I'm so tired of this. I hate this. I'm so stuck. I'm so tired of this. And when I play those thoughts in my head, the overwhelm comes, the anger comes, the frustration comes, and it's just a vicious cycle. No wonder I'm not getting better or out of this situation. I totally honor my nervous system is wired to react this way. And I'm open to changing this. I totally honor my thoughts are programmed to run this way. It's been happening without my knowledge or choice. And I'm open to changing this. I'm open to questioning this. Every time I feel it come up and hear it come up, I'm open to rewiring my nervous system for my highest good. I'm open to rewiring my habitual thinking for my highest good. I'm open to a whole new way of thinking and feeling about my health, about my money, about my financial situation, about everything. I'm open to having new choice in how I feel. Every morning, I'm going to choose to be happy. Because when I shift, everything shifts. clearing out the old that I don't want, and choosing a new way, my way. And I'm shifting into a new empowered yes. Yes about my health, my wealth, my life. I'm now saying yes to health, glowing health, a strong body. I'm saying yes to having energy. I'm saying yes to having more money, more energy, more abundance. I'm saying yes to manifesting money. I'm saying yes to manifesting health. I'm saying yes to asking and receiving more. Yes to best ideas, inspirations, strategies, and actions for my highest good and the good of everyone around me. Okay. Take a deep breath. And you can just, if you want, put your hands over your heart. Just notice. A few deep breaths. Now, whatever your issue was that you decided to tap on at the beginning, and you gave it a rating on that scale of 0 to 10, check in with it now. Where would you put that issue on that scale of 0 to 10? If you brought it down, that's what EFT does. That's how it works. If you brought it down just a couple of notches, that's great. It's moving. Stuff's happening. Some people will notice a huge shift, and it might come down, say it was at 7 or 8, or even 10. If it comes down to around 3, that's a huge shift. And ideally, you would go through this process until you brought that emotion or pain, whatever the issue is, bring your rating down to 0. And for beginners, and depending on whatever the issue is that you're tapping on, this may take a while to start noticing that shift. But I encourage you to play with it and learn how your body responds. Your body truly is a miracle, and it has the ability to do amazing things if you give it the chance. So I hope you found that helpful, and keep watching, keep tuned in. I'll try and have more things and more updates on this channel for you, and look forward to hearing from you anytime. If you want to reach me or learn more, you can visit my website at integratedlifestyle.solutions. And I'm Ann Humble. Thanks for watching.